Welcome back, guys, to Factorio Meiosis. This is episode number 15. This episode, we are going to make some beacons, an area to make beacons, and we're going to make a speed module 3 cell to hopefully put a band-aid on our faltering oil rigs. We've got 6 pump jacks right there, and most of them are at 0.1. The other ones are hovering around 0.4 to 0.6, and they're just going to get less and less. I've got one guy here, he's at 0.1, and 2 other ones here that are at 0.1. So we need to squeeze all the oily loveliness out of them that we can. We're going to do that with the beacons. But first we've got to set up a supply of it. That's going to be our short-term band-aid for our oil situation. Long-term, we will be heading up here, like I said at the end of last episode, to this oil mecca of amazing oilness. That's so much oil, but we got to kill a ton of aliens to get there. As you can see from the overall map picture, we doubled our terrain more or less last time. And we've got, for the first time really, a huge open space of land with nothing in it. I suppose I could just line the coastline with steam engines, because we do have a lot of coal available to us. But what we're going to do, eventually, after we've fixed this band-aid issue with the oil, we're going to create a super smelting system, and we need the beacons to create an optimal smelting setup anyway. So we're going to have a big, super optimized copper smelting cell and an iron smelting cell, and they are both going to have 10 identical entry points for ore. So if I name, for instance, all 10 of those stops iron ore drop-off, then any train that needs to get to them will just pick the one of the open ones. And I'll explain this in more detail when we actually build it. But it's going to allow us for a lot more throughput, and then we can take advantage of all of these ore patches, set them all up with their own trains going to the super smelting area. And yeah, because we want more specialization, and it just doesn't make sense to add smelting to each of these guys. So that's what is on the horizon, but first we have to make the beacons. So what we're going to do, we're going to make the beacons here, where we're making the destroyer capsules. And what are these guys making? Distractor capsules. And which ones are these? Defender capsules. I kind of forget the names. Yeah, so we're going to put it here because it requires all the same things. Red circuits, green circuits, steel, and copper. Well, copper wire, but we got copper right there. So I was thinking of how we could lay this out that would be the least messy. So I have some underground belts right here that have red and green. I guess I could put my assemblers there, but I would have to bring the copper and the steel all the way over here, which would be a bit messy. So I think what might be a better solution is to put it over here. And these beacons kind of fall under the category of just general stuff I'm going to need that will eventually will be taken to a depot cell where all the just the general goods will be taken. All of this destroyer cell stuff, all of our rail line stuff that's here, and our belts and inserters up here, all of that will go to one place. But for now, we're just going to come by and pick it up when we need it. So I think what we're going to do, I think we'll do it like this. If I take out 4 slots here on both sides, why am I not using robots? Come on. I'm above this manually placing stuff by now, aren't I? Let's see. I think I can do 2 more. Yeah, because we can have underground space of 4. And the 2 underground belts, they'll take up 2 more. Okay, there we go. Wait, no. I miscalculated. There we go. Okay, close enough. What happened? Oh, I see. All right, so we're going to have these guys like this. Confusion over. Everything's fine. We'll put 2 assemblers here. And I think this should be fast enough to just have 1 fast inserter. Putting 20 electronic circuits and 20 advanced circuits every 15 seconds. Should be fine. We'll do it like that. Okay, connect that back up. Then we need steel and copper cables. So let's just look at the numbers here. I'm going to have 2 of these going. So we need to deliver 20 steel plates every 15 seconds. Can half of a red belt do that? I think so. And can half of a red belt provide 20 copper cables over the same period? Yeah, I think so. So I can probably split this guy and have it come over here. And I think the chests are gonna... Whoops! Did not mean to hit the shotgun button. Whoop, that was a mistake. So we'll put the chest there, and we'll just have them make that many beacons or whatever. And then we need the copper cable. What is the best way? If I had like one copper cable guy, he would not be able to reach either of them. So I might need to actually put that on a belt. This guy needs to come through here. Oh, I guess he could come through the middle, couldn't he? And then we could do that. I don't have a good way to bring him over there. But it could be something like that. What if we did that from the other side? Okay, so that's going to be where the steel comes through when we split this guy and bring him in. And then we need... How do I get the copper cables to these guys? I guess we will just compromise. And have 2 assemblers making copper cable. I guess that works. Yeah, good enough. It's not the prettiest solution, but it'll do. So we need this to come through here. Like that. So we will break that, split that. Okay. And then I guess what we'll do is have this come down like... this is going to need to split like this. Put this guy like there, and then... Yeah, see, that doesn't quite work, because now we don't have room for this guy. Okay, maybe it'll be like over here. Could come down through here. If it was there, we could have another underground section. It's not the most elegant idea, but I kind of tacked it on, and I just need to be making them so we can move on to the next thing. Later on, we might specialize and have more individual things instead of all this in one spot, but for now, let's do it this way. Okay, so you are gonna come... I guess I can do it like that. Yeah, okay, this will work. Like that. And just to make it symmetrical. Like so. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Okay, put underground belts. Do that guy like that. And then... let's just make that guy... I either want big spaces or small spaces, just because it'll look a little bit nicer. So that should all be ready to go. And then we just need to power these guys. Okay, what's the least amount of power? First of all, let's get rid of this guy for now. I guess we can... do it like that. And then give him another one of those. And there we go. All right, so the only thing to check now is just to make sure. Not getting... oh, these are faced the wrong way. There we go. Just to make sure that it will be continually producing. So we're just going to watch that progress bar. You are not getting... oh, that one was the wrong way as well. Once this bar fills up, does it immediately start producing again? Seems like it's already got enough. Yep, pretty good. Can it supply 2? We'll find out. I think for sure it can. Just doesn't hurt to check. And here we go. Yeah, it's already filled up. Okay, that should be fine. And we've already got 2 beacons. Okay, pretty good. And once I've made the Speed Module 3 guys, I can take out these temporary buffered chests. Actually, I may as well get rid of them now. Let's go ahead and pick these guys up. That's a lot of Speed Module 1s. 200 of them. No, 100 of them. And then I can use those to inject to speed up our production. And this guy, we need to make Speed Module 3s. It's going to be a little bit more complicated because first we have to make processing units. And the processing units, the blue circuits, The greens and the reds we're already making. That's not a big deal. But we're low on oil. And we need to make sulfuric acid. So we need, I guess, a sulfuric acid cell. Okay, so the processing unit cell, aka blue circuits, is going to be over here by our oil refinery area, just because that's what's convenient. Once we have to get oil from way over here, we're definitely going to start moving it by train to the refining center. But for now, we're going to have all our oily stuff kind of clumped together. So this is where the off exit, the exit, whatever. This is where the train's going to go. That's what I want to say. That's where the train's going to go. Then they're going to go there. They're going to leave there. They're going to come here. They're going to go there. I don't know the terminology. Maybe I should look up train terminology. It might help me describe things. Okay, we need... Oh, look at that. That's going to fit perfectly. You see that? I could reroute that oil. I could space it a little bit differently. Oh, it's not going to work. I will have to change the spacing. Okay, fine. But we need two things besides what we're making locally. We need reds and greens. So we're going to have two outputty dudes, two train offloading stations here. And I probably don't have nearly all the things I need, but we have a car. Okay, that's you. Then I probably will need some inserters. And what else are we missing? They're being a bit slow. It seems like most of the things that are missing are the belts. And yeah, it looks like I am going to run out of inserters. I have all the chests. No, we haven't. We have enough inserters. Did they do everything? Oh, they did. Okay, brilliant. Except for the stops and the signals. Okay, I have the signals for sure. Signal. And then stops. And bam. Okay, so we need electronic circuits and advanced circuits. Not as many advanced circuits, but we're just going to bring them here. In bulk, all the same. I'm not going to min-max that. We'll just, if these chests fill up, then whatever. Good enough. What do I want to do? I want to change this to, what is the nomenclature I've been using? I want to say something like blue circuit cell hyphen red and hyphen green. So blue circuit cell. Let's make this one green, the top one, because it's going to have more. And then click of the button. Blue circuit cell green. Good. And then blue circuit cell red. Okay, good. So then we can put up the rest of here, and we're going to we have space here for the train that's going to be picking up the blue circuits to come by underneath there. There we go. So he's going to come through just like that is fine. So we will need a curved track here, and then we will set up the other section, which is going to be the sulfuric acid, which also won't be all that tricky. We're not going to have a huge amount of it right away because of our oil shortage. Oops. That's not right. Screwed that up. Okay. Close enough, though. Let's do it this way. It's faster. There we go. So let's see. Back that up. Place this down. Whoops. Skipped it. Okay, and then one more track. Good. I need to set up some signals, but that is good enough for now. So these guys are going to zip up here, all three of these tracks. And the next thing we have to do is get the sulfuric acid going. I am probably going to move this whole section down here, or just get rid of it for now. Actually is probably more likely, because until we have this oil up here, we just don't have the need for this many refineries. And I will need the room to expand this a bit to fit in the beacons. So we're just going to move it over a bit. Actually, it would probably make more sense if I just move the whole thing over, like in bulk, a short space. We have enough room to move this over a bit without changing the size. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Okay, so instead of having this here, because I was lining this up with the leftmost one, after removing that, I guess we can have it here. And we will move it... Do I have any beacons on me? I think moving it two of these sections, two spaces over, basically. I guess that's technically 6 spaces, but 2 chemical plants over. They're 3 by 3, so it's 6. These guys are making sulfur. So they need water, and there is water right there, which is super convenient. So we can just do this. And just use that same water pipe. And then the sulfuric acid, or no, this is petroleum gas. Petroleum is going to come in through here. So each of these guys will get a pipe. And then I guess we will just do it like that for now. There we go. Okay, they are all supplied. They are all going to get put onto a belt. It's pretty simple setup. Let's see if I forgot anything. Petroleum gas and water. We can't supply all of these guys. I'm just setting it up for when we can. And so they make 2 sulfur when they're at max capacity, 2 per second. And these guys take 5 per second. So if we make 10 per second with 5, we can supply 2 of these guys who will also be making 5 per second. And I'll have 2, so 10 per second. We'll be making 10 sulfuric acid per second. We're also going to need iron plates. Ooh, I forgot about the iron plates. Ooh, that's an issue. Okay, do I have room to put in another stop? Because we're making that... I suppose, like, this would be super ghetto, but I could bring in the iron with a belt, so I don't want to do that. The plastic cell, is that getting iron? Can we steal from the plastic cell? No, that's getting coal and petroleum gas, and that's it. Okay, looks like we need another stop. So actually, I can probably fit the iron stop right here. And then have space to curve up to go around our stone wall cell. It's going to be kind of crowded up in here, but I think we can do it. Maybe not quite. Well, the simplest solution was to simply reorient the stone wall guy. Kind of small. Easy to move. So now we've got 3 trains here ready to drop off supplies. I need to come down here and snag some coal. So let's just get, I guess, like 3 stacks-ish is good. They'll be picking up more once they get to their destinations. Okay, so I already, by the way, I already gave them their orders, so we just need to send them on their way to the red circuit cell. And to come back to the blue circuit cell red section, let's just make sure I name them correctly. Yeah, okay, pretty good. We can give you a stack of coal, and off you go! I still need to reconfigure the green circuit cell. We're going to have more and more log jams the more green trains we get on our network, but we'll do that another day. Oh, you need that. Hello. Okay, goodbye. There we go. They should be showing up pretty soon. I guess next thing we can do is power this. I tried to set this up in a way that is easily expandable. So let's put you there to power that. And that. And this guy doesn't have power. Let's see, what can we connect you to? This guy, I guess, is pretty close. Just do that for now. There we go. Okay, they're making sulfur. Then the water and the sulfur is making sulfuric acid. But we need the iron. That's what our iron train is for. So he'll be here in just a moment. And then those guys are going to come down here and they're going to make the blue goo. Or the blue circuits. I've been playing Dark Souls 3 and I've been calling my mana bar the blue goo. Okay, so then I guess we need an underground belt right there. Well, the oil situation, turns out, is worse than I thought. All of our oil rigs are at 0.1 oil per second. So we are producing basically almost 0 plastic, which means very few red circuits, which means very few blue, which means this whole thing is going to basically crawl to a standstill. So that means that we need to go after those oil resources ASAP, basically. I could go ahead and make the Speed Module 3 production area next episode, but I don't think it's going to be making very many Speed Module 3s because we're not going to be making very many blue circuits. They are just trickling out, so probably the best thing to do is to go get that oil Unless we can... I don't think there's one closer that would tide us over. The other nearest one is right there. I suppose I could push down here. Maybe that's not so bad. Maybe that's what we'll do for an intermediate measure. We'll push our wall down to here. Might even narrow it a little bit, the amount of length. And then we'll take those 3. Those will tide us over. And then we'll get our speed module 3s up and running. Yeah, okay, I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so for just the very end of the video, while I was doing this stuff, I set up some assemblers to make some speed module 2s with all the speed module 1s I had stored up over there at the destroyer capsule cell. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to come up here and just see how fast we can make these 2 guys run with a bunch of beacons and some speed module 2s. So they are surrounded like that. Let's go ahead and get rid of that and the lights. I think that's about as minimal as we can make it. Let's give them a substation. And then let's go to the car. Do I have any on me? I don't think so. Let's get about 20 of these guys. And see how tightly we can overlap these. I guess something like that. This is only going to hit 1, but I guess that's okay. That's what we're going to end up doing for most of them, is only have them hit 1. You're only hitting 1, so we may as well do a straight line. Okay, and then we'll do it something like that. Let's see, is this one hitting... I think it might be hitting the corner of that, so I guess we'll leave it like that. And this is hitting the corner of that, but that one isn't hitting anything. Okay, I think that's the best we can do. So then we should be able to do that, and they're all powered. Awesome. Okay, why are you not pumping? Oh, this is full. You know, I could have sworn that this oil reserve... Did I disconnect something? Oh. Yeah, it looks like it's disconnected. Aha! Okay, we may have, well, it's actually not much. It's just whatever's stored in that pipe right there. So let's just do it like this. Let's check this one. That one's empty. Yeah, okay, so it was just this little section of pipe that was disconnected. I guess I had to move some of these guys, and this guy is empty. Pick that up. Okay, so these guys should be pumping now. Yeah, they are. Good. Okay, so they, do they have any? They got nothing. Right? Yeah, no speed ups. So first, let's fill them like that. Oh, yeah. Are you beginning to feel the speed? We are going to need so many of these. It's kind of ridiculous. Now look at them go. Bam! These are only speed module 2s. We could do this with speed module 3s. Look at the difference. That's almost so... It's so going so fast that the green bar is having trouble rendering at 60 frames per second. Which is what I'm recording at. Okay, so each of those is increasing whatever they touch by 60%. Or no, it's actually half. Beacons provide half. So 30% for each of those. Dang! All right, maybe that'll help a little bit. And we'll add those to our other ones as well. But next time, I think we're going to be killing aliens again. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you later. Bye-bye.